Welcome to Springbrook National Park, a place of unparalleled beauty and ancient forests. Join me on a 2-night camp as we hike and explore this beautiful natural paradise. We start our adventure at Natural Bridge. So the walk down to the Glowworm Caves is only about 500 metres from the car park. It's not very far at all. It is all paved, as I can see so far. Let's go. The settlement campground will be home for the next few nights. There are a small number of separated campsites surrounded by trees. There are communal picnic tables, barbecues, composting toilets, and tap water available. Bring your fuel stove, as campfires are not allowed here. There's a calm simplicity in setting up camp. Knowing you have all you need, and it isn't a lot, is a deeply felt liberation from the comfortable homes we enjoy every day. There's something about stripping it all back. It's uncomplicated, and I love it. In trying to make things easier for ourselves, we've actually made things more difficult in some ways. In essence, I feel more alive when I'm a little uncomfortable. It's a beautiful thing. This beautiful little carpet python. It's probably about 1.5 meters long. I just sat down to eat my lunch and he's just chilling out in the sun. What a beauty. So I've decided to come and see the best of all lookout this afternoon because this is meant to be the best weather that I'm going to have while I'm here. The last time that we drove past here with Don, we couldn't even come and see it because it was just so overcast, really low cloud, very foggy. We couldn't see anything. So very excited to see the view today. The plant life in here is absolutely incredible, including some Northophagus moray trees, which are the Antarctic beech trees. Can't wait to see them. This entire forest is just alive with birds. It's magic. So they weren't kidding. This is the best of all lookout. Check it out.
At the campground, there's a large grassy area. It's been designed that way. At separate times during my stay, I saw a couple of young men kicking a ball, a man quietly strumming his guitar whilst humming, and a lady lying on a blanket reading. Each of them was connecting with the outdoors in their own personal way, immersing themselves in this green space. Every one of them was barefoot. I was no exception. It was the perfect spot to stretch and to breathe, a place to still the spirit.
So I've just made the most incredible discovery on walking around the campground that I can actually start and do the Purlingbrook waterfalls circuit from the campground. So I don't actually have to drive to the car park where it's meant to start. I can just walk a short way from the campground and start the walk. Looking forward to that tomorrow. That bit there's a little nicer. Beautiful. With that seasoning, you don't even need any sauce. It's just delicious. Just taking a last little walk before the sun sets. It's actually cooling right off here tonight, so I'm glad that I bought some winter woolies. It's nice to see that sun. Well, I'm all set up in my cozy little tent for tonight. It's going to get dark shortly. I will see you in the morning. Good morning. Today I am walking the Purlingbrook circuit, and I'm actually starting from the settlement campground, which is an amazing thing. So you can camp just there at the settlement, and then you can take this little path here which goes through to the day use area, and you can actually start at the trailhead there. It's pretty cool, hey? Let's go. So this being my second only ever solo night camp, I've noticed something. I really like to be at the campsite and the area I'm going to be hiking in the night before, because it just gives you time to settle in and to really immerse yourself within the environment, get a feel for it. And there's this anticipation building about the walk that you're going to do the next day. So it's just a very beautiful thing. And then this morning, because I get to start early, all of the wildlife is just amazing because it's the early morning. They're all foraging, all waking up for the day. And now we descend into the rainforest. It is gorgeous. Good morning! So I've just come across this tree here. I think these may be marks from the old logging days. You can see there's one there, another one just here, where they used to wedge in when they were cutting down the trees. There's a lot of beautiful timber through here. I'm glad some still remains. Oh wow. So the whole way around the top part of the escarpment here, as you do the walk clockwise, there are multiple viewing points like this. Amazing. So we're starting to walk down now into the valley at the bottom of the waterfall. Really looking forward to seeing the plant life change. I'm sure it'll be much cooler down there. Not that it's hot here today, it's absolutely beautiful. And it's so quiet. I've only seen one other group of people. I just want to take the moments to just soak it all in, hey, because it's so easy to just keep pounding on and adventuring. But then you stop later and you go, oh, I wish I'd spent a little bit more time in that space. That will not be me today. So there are about 450 steps all the way down into the base of the waterfall. If you go clockwise, apparently it is easier. So that's what I'm doing today. So I don't have to climb these steps at the end of my hike, which will be really pleasant because I'm also hoping to go to the Warringa Pools today, which is a bit of an offshoot. I was walking along the path and this palm fruit really caught my eye. As you can see, it's vibrant orange. Look at this fig tree here. See its root coming all the way down here, and then it goes in the rock and then down to here. Isn't that absolutely incredible? It's just living there on the edge of that rock. Fantastic. I'm walking among these giant boulders. They're incredible. Look at that. Walking along through these giant rocks, and then when I turn around, this is what you can see. How magical is that? Can you hear the water? We're coming back closer to the falls now. Such a beautiful walk, guys. The vegetation through here is just so healthy. These little orchids are starting to flower. You can see a few more of them through here. Now I am going to head down to the falls, but first I would like to go and do the Warringa Pool 2-kilometre return, and then that will come back to here, and then we can head down and have a look at the falls. This track looks a lot less frequented, which is nice. It kind of feels like we're off on a little side mission, little adventure. There's a lot of leaf litter through here. I'm being very careful to look for snakes. It's just that time of year when things are starting to warm up. Pretty sure this is the beginnings of a little nest. You can see the birds been gathering all sorts of things there. Look at these awesome spiders, man. I'm so alive. Holy heck, you guys, our water is like ice, but it felt so good. There are no showers at the settlement campground, so that was lovely, lovely and refreshing. Imagine coming back here in the summer, bringing your mates. What a spot. So good. That was pretty nice. First swim for the season. First outdoor swim for the season. Okay, so the next part of this track is backtracking up the Warringa Pools offshoot back to Purlingbrook Falls. I'll see you when we get there. It always takes so much self-talk to get yourself into that freezing cold water. But once you're in there, you feel so good, so alive. The only thing that you would regret is if you didn't go in. You can see that as the water falls from the top, the fall is so long and so sparse that the wind hits it and blows it over onto the foliage. Some of it still reaches the lower falls, but how amazing is that? I don't know if you can see that cave up there, right in the middle of the frame, but it looks like a face. Okay, so now just to head back up to the camp area. It's about 2 k's from here. I'm almost back at the beginning of the trail, and I just thought I'd do a bit of a recap on today's hike. Number one highlight, definitely the Purlingbrook Falls. Obviously, it is just an incredible falls. It falls from such a height. The variances in the stone and the rock, the foliage surrounding it. It's just absolutely, it's spectacular. Second, the Warringa Pools, definitely worth the detour. In fact, it'd be so sad if you came here and you didn't go there. Please bring things to swim. It is just such a beautiful spot. Lovely spot to sit and have a snack. Another couple did that down there also. Third, the paths are really well maintained. Highly recommend going in the clockwise direction as suggested, just to avoid so many stairs on the way back. It's just kind of a bit more of a gentle climb on the way back up that way. Such a beautiful day out here today, guys. I think it's the first week in spring here. It's actually been a bit cool overnight, got down into single digits. So the fact that I was able to get in that water was amazing. Very thankful for that. Oh, number 4, the plant life here is incredible. It is just the ancient old trees, the beautiful ferns, palms. It is just really healthy and it's thriving, and it's so good to see. This hike today was about 9 kilometres. It'll probably really be about 8 kilometres, except I've walked a little more because I've been running backwards and forwards to get the camera and get the shots that I needed for this video. So take that into account when you're planning your trip.
The quiet time of reflection after a hike is amazing. A time to think on the wonders you saw, feel your tired muscles, and be thankful for being able to move, explore, and adventure. It's a time of great gratitude.
Well, it looks pretty good. This is a massive meal. There is no way I'm going to be able to eat all of this. There was enough chicken, but there's enough rice here to feed an army. So there was more than enough food in here for both dinner and breakfast. So I'm going to try and keep half of it for brekkie in my very cold esky. And I will reheat it in the morning. So it's steaming. But this is delicious. I know what it's missing. Okay, now that is delicious. Just needed that little bit of extra something. So good. Yes, it was you, wasn't it? It was you who tried to steal my Turkish delight and whom I had to chase through the bush to get back. You have no fear. It is now locked away in the tent body. You have no hope. Find some other way to woo you, missus. Oh, he's going to check the tent. Nice little things here. Good morning. It's quite cold here this morning, so I'm enjoying this warm cup of tea. The birds have been amazing. What a way to wake up in the morning.
Springbrook National Park has definitely imprinted itself upon my heart. Make sure you hang around to the end of this video for one last surprise.
It is a gorgeous morning here at Springbrook National Park. I'm currently sitting at the settlement day use area, which has this beautiful big grassy open field, and there's some beautiful birds here. It's been a bit of a misty morning here. There's a lot of moisture in the air. Got down to around 4 or 5 degrees here last night, so still pretty cool at night time. Was very thankful for my very warm sleeping bag. I really hope that you enjoyed Springbrook National Park. I hope that it's inspired you to want to visit this place as well. I will catch you on the next one. Bye for now. So I could not leave this place without bringing you to Canyon Lookout. I'm not going to get to do the Twin Falls circuit this particular time that I'm here at Springbrook, but this part is accessible from the road, and today it is so clear. The last time that we were here, it was quite foggy and we had mist rolling over the canyon here. But this time it is perfectly clear. You can even see the Gold Coast over there on the horizon. It's incredible. Look at the beautiful falls over here. Such a spectacular walk. Highly recommend it if you do come to Springbrook. I know I'll be coming back to do that one again.